Hey, how's it going? And welcome to Our Heads. So Otis, you got something for us?
Yes, Saturday we went to the Sakura Matsuri Festival in Washington D.C.
Oh,
A
you
bunch of
you
us,
you
and
told us
I
last
was
time
already starting with the
you weren't gonna go.
yeah. I didn't go the last 3 years or something because uh, I started seeing the same artists and the same performers, year after year. So I was
Mhm.
like, I'll give it a rest. And they changed locations every year, and the last location was not great. It was like this big, dusty dirt field, and the wind was blowing dirt into my face. And
Was that
it was
last
a
year?
no, it was the last time I went like 3 years ago, like
2019?
2019 or something like that.
I was
So
there. I don't remember.
yeah, you were there. Uh-huh. And it was the previous year there was a nice grassy field. You could put a blanket and sit down or
Oh
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
I
the year after there
remember.
was a big dust
Yeah.
bowl. Yeah. So but I saw the same bands like 3 years in a row. And so I decided to the year before the pandemic I didn't go, and then the pandemic was the last 2 years. So anyway,
Mhm.
I thought it was the grand return of the festival. I think they had it last year,
They
and
had it
but I
last
didn't
year. I
go
was
last year.
there last year.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't go last year, but so I went. So it was myself and a couple other people that you all know, and we carpooled out, got on the metro, and we were supposed to meet two other people, three other people on the metro, but they were late, so they caught the train after us. So we were on our way, and was like, "We're gonna arrive at the gate at the for the blah blah blah," and it was like, "Okay, just we'll meet you guys there." And then they texted and said, "We got kicked off the metro." So like, what? Why? What happened? And it's like somebody got hit by a metro train. So they had to get off. Yeah, so they had to get off,
Whoa.
and pretty much figure out how to get the rest of the way to DC. So one one couple took an Uber or a Lyft. No, they took a taxi because automatically all the Uber and Lyft prices like
Wait,
jumped.
wait. Time
Yes,
out. Time out. Someone got hit by a metro train. Was that the
yes.
same train they were on?
It was the no. It was like the stop that they were, the stop before them or two stops ahead of them, but they had to get
Oh
off
boy.
because they closed that section of the track down for to see what was going on, investigate, you know, check on the person or whatever. So they had to get
I have to
off,
look out
go
for some
around,
updates
and
on that.
then get back on. So the couple took a taxi because it was cheaper than an Uber because they raised, they did that thing where, oh, there's a big surge, surge pricing, so
Yeah,
they
search pricing.
raised
Yeah.
prices. And then the other one other guy took like there was they provided some shuttles, so that was at 10:30 a.m. So they arrived at some point. We were already there, posted out in front of the music stage, which is where I like to sit to see all the musical performances and the dancing and all that stuff. They have another cultural stage where they do all the martial arts and all that stuff. I don't particularly care for that.
Yep.
I mean, I like
Yep.
it, but I would prefer to see the music and stuff. So anyway, so we're there. There was probably about, I don't know, 15 or 16 of us all together. But it was supposed to thunderstorm that day. So we decided to go early so that we could get the people that wanted to go to get food and drink could do that before all the lines formed or whatever.
Hmm.
So that was at 10:30. It opened at 11. I think we got there close to 11. We did get stuck in a parade, which was not part of that Sakura Matsuri festival, but it was part of the bigger Washington D.C. Cherry Blossom Festival. It's like, man, it sure is. It's gotten big this year. There's a parade and floats, and there's 5,000, marching band members and people on unicycles and stilts. I was like, oh, this is something else. So, uh, but yeah, we had to make our way through and around that because they had some of the streets closed off for the actual parade and stuff. but that was cool. I'd never seen a parade and floats in person before, so that was pretty cool. But anyway, so the people arrived. We were there. We sat there probably about 4 or 5 hours. People got hot, so we decided to leave a little early because it was cool. Then it got super hot, and it never rained or thunderstormed. So we get back on the metro. We're riding, and it stops, at the normal stop, and then someone says, "Why are you guys sitting here? You have to get off, because this is the last stop, because of the incident that happened."
Oh my god!
It was still closed down. It was like, I don't know,
By the time you guys are trying to get,
it was like
yeah,
four
you're
something.
trying to get
What
home.
were they doing for
Yeah.
like 6 hours straight?
So
I
Just
mean,
one dude on the track.
so what happened
messy.
was
I
the
mean-
guy. There is video of the guy. He gets down off of the platform and walks into the tunnel on purpose. So the theory was that he died. So the theory
course.
was that
Yeah.
he went to the ghost, or let me not say that word. He wanted
Wow.
to off himself. So
He want to unalive himself. I hate
yeah,
that
so
word
he
so
did.
much. I hear it so
He
much.
supposedly did it on purpose. So that there was of course some Twitter article or whatever later on that we will share with us that told what happened. So we had to get off of the train and try to figure out how to get back on. And there was we got off and there was a bus. It's like, get on the shuttle and it'll take you back. It'll take you to the next metro stop where you can actually get back on the train and finish your journey. So we get on the bus and we're sitting down, and the lady is a little Asian lady, and she comes out and says, "Before we go, I just want to let you know this is a regular bus route. It'll be like 45 minutes. But there is a shuttle, but you have to get off and get on the shuttle." So everybody gets up and gets off the bus. It's like she could have told us before we even, sat down that this is a regular. Why even here? So anyway, at that point in time, there was a big line for the shuttles. So of course, one of our party was like, I don't want to wait for this. It'll take us 40 minutes to just get on. Yeah, to just get on the shuttle. So she was like, we should call an Uber and we can split it and we can all, chip in for the Uber. And there was 7 of us. And so we're going to need we're going to need like a Uber Black or something to big, like a SUV or something, or a minivan. So anyway, we found an Uber. So we were walking down to go wherever we were at the Pentagon stop. So we were in the Pentagon parking lot. And as we're walking to go down to wherever the Uber is supposed to meet us, one of the Metro people came and said, where y'all going? It's like, we're going to go down there for the Uber and shit. It's like, they're not allowed down there. You're going to have to go way over there because this is the Pentagon. They're going to turn them away, And it was a Saturday, but they still have security there, and the Pentagon police, whatever. So we start to walk over there, and then the skies turn dark. Lightning bolts are everywhere. It was like, oh crap! So we decided to the line for the shuttle was all of a sudden much smaller. So we decided we'll just get on the shuttle and we'll have her cancel their Uber. So she was way down ahead of us, and so I was like, somebody call her and tell her. So they called, and she was like, I can't cancel the Uber. And it was like, I guess we're taking the Uber. So we walked down, and at this point it starts raining sideways, and lightning and thunder was so close we thought we were going to get hit by a lightning bolt or something.
You get
Uber finally.
Everyone's wet. Everyone's wet.
No, we brought umbrellas because it was supposed to rain that day. So we all had umbrellas, but it was raining sideways, and we weren't concerned about the rain as much as the lightning, because it was really close and it was really loud and it was really violent. And so I was all crouched down because I read that you have to make yourself the smallest thing, when it's a thunder electrical storm or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, the Uber comes. We get into Uber. We get back to the. It takes us straight to our car, the car, and then we come home. So that was my adventure at the Cherry Blossom Festival in DC. So
Hmm.
um, with the person jumping in front of the metro train on purpose. So that was my story, and I'm at 10 minutes. Any questions,
Oh,
class?
okay.
Where's the part you talk
That
about
was
the festival? You talk about the journey
yeah.
to and there.
It's like a biography.
The
Um,
festival was fun. I saw one good
I
band.
was gonna say, yeah, you. I was gonna point out the fact that it was a Cherry Blossom Festival story with, I think, like
Light on
about
the
45
yeah,
seconds. You spoke about the festival,
light
and
on the
then
festival. It
and the
was
rest
really
was the
hot.
journey.
It was in the middle of the street. It was on a Constitution and Seventh in Pennsylvania and Seventh or
That's
something like
actually
that.
the same place as last year's, around the
Yeah,
same
I don't
place.
like
Yeah.
it when it's in the middle of the street because it offers no shade. There's
Yeah.
no
It's hot.
grassy area. Yeah, it is hot. So some of the people were overheated, and that's why we ended up leaving when we did because everyone was hot. So, but
Dang.
yeah, so
Well,
one good band from Japan. She was awesome. The band was awesome, and all the rest were like amateur bands and some dancers from like uh, you know alleyway studios or something. So it was fun.
well,
You know,
I. It
yeah,
sucks that it didn't seem like a good day. It kind of went sideways at the beginning, and it kept going sideways until the end. So you
yeah,
never really had that, except for that good band, obviously. But I know
yeah.
I'll never buy food at Sakura Matsuri.
I didn't. I don't
They
never. I
gouge
never
you.
bought it. No,
It's a ripoff.
Yeah,
nope, nope.
I,
Never bought.
I I think I told you guys before. Like I got the boba tea, from that place in
Oh
in
no.
Sakura Matsuri for $5, and it was like a cup of it. And then I found out like 4 blocks from the festival, the same shop sold it for the same price, but it's like a bigger
Hmm.
container. It was just
Yeah, you get sample sizes.
You get the experience size.
Yeah, you're sampling their wares. That's all. All right.
well.
Well, close us out, Paulo.
And I hope that everyone stayed at home that day, never got wet, and we'll see you guys on our next drop.
Later.